Good evening and welcome to our YouTube channel. Our top story tonight, Russian President Vladimir Putin has made a surprise visit to the Ukrainian city of Mariupol. This visit comes just one day after being accused of war crimes by the International Criminal Court. Let's take a closer look at what this visit means and its implications. The visit had the air of a gesture of defiance after the ICC issued a warrant for Putin's arrest, accusing him of the war crime of deporting hundreds of children from Ukraine. Putin has not publicly commented on the move, but his spokesman said it was legally null and void and that Russia found the very questions raised by the ICC to be outrageous and unacceptable. Mariupol became known around the world as a byword for death and destruction as much of it was reduced to ruins in the first months of the war, eventually falling to Russian forces in May. Hundreds were killed in the bombing of a theater where families with children were sheltering. The Organization for Security and Cooperation and Europe, OSCE, said Russia's early bombing of a maternity hospital there was a war crime. Moscow denied that and has said since it invaded on 24 February last year that it does not target civilians. This visit to Mariupol was the first that Putin has made to the Russian-occupied parts of Ukraine's Donbas region since the war started, and the closest he has come to the front lines. While Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has made a number of trips to the battlefield to boost the morale of his troops and talk strategy, Putin has largely remained inside the Kremlin while running what Russia calls its special military operation in Ukraine. During his visit, Putin was shown around the city, meeting rehoused residents and being briefed on reconstruction efforts by Deputy Prime Minister Marat Khusnullin. State media said he visited a new residential neighborhood that had been built by Russian military with the first people moving in last September. Residents have been actively returning, Khusnullin told Putin. Mariupol had a population of 500,000 people before the war and was home to the Azovstal steel plant, one of Europe's largest, where Ukrainian fighters held out for weeks in underground tunnels and bunkers before being forced to surrender. The Ukrainian government has yet to comment on Putin's visit to Mariupol. However, Kyiv and its allies say the invasion is an imperialistic land grab that has killed thousands and displaced millions of people in Ukraine. And that's all for now. Thank you for tuning into our news broadcast. Stay tuned for more updates on this developing story.